15 grams. Nothing. And it's with the parachute we talk about 200 gram total.
Yes, okay. Liebe Freunde, jetzt stehen wir hier an einem Stand, da geht es um Rescue Systems, also um wie man mit dem Fallschirm runterkommt, wann die Auslösung ist, wie wird es ausgelöst, was gibt es für eine Fail-Safe-Situation, dass man hier mit einem Sensor auch herausfinden kann, dass jetzt eine Situation ist, die auch ausgelöst werden muss. Dann stoppen auch die Rotoren. Also es gibt verschiedene Systeme, die uns jetzt Taskinen aus Finnland näher nachbringen wird. Hello,
Yes.
Antti. I say Antti, you can Stefan.
It's okay, Stefan. Yeah,
Okay. So we're talking about rescue systems now, and you have something here in the front. And tell us something. What is the way to find out that this is a point of no return? So I have to use my rescue system.
Well, you can visually detect something is wrong, but then we have this, as you mentioned, we have the box that will detect a free fall.
Oh, free fall.
It will. It's learning the condition for about 0.8 seconds.
Okay.
And the free fall is a little bit tricky because two things the parachute must do: it must deploy when you need it, and it must not deploy if you don't need it. So those are the two things most important. Okay.
Okay. If
and
I
this box,
simulate the
yes,
9.8 is a Newton fall.
Yeah.
It's going out.
Exactly. First, when you start to fall, you actually have a 0G,
yes,
and then the air resistance kicks in. But this will wait to be guaranteed that it's not a normal flight condition anymore.
Oh.
There's a second condition where it turns over 90 degrees.
Yes.
It will deploy.
It will deploy.
And it will deploy in 0.3 seconds.
Okay.
It will, however, if there's a continuum turning around, it will not deploy.
Oh, okay. So
If it's falling at 180 degrees,
yes,
it will deploy in 0.1 seconds.
Okay.
So all these conditions are simultaneously, and then we also added shaking. If you lose one prop, it will deploy. Yes.
Okay.
And
the
yes,
motor stops as well.
we have optional port here,
Yes.
that will stop the motors. If you use our kill switch connected to this, up to 8 ESCs, you will stop the motors at the time the parachute is deployed.
I understand. So you have the kill switch. It's very comfortable.
Yes.
So the strings goes not inside the rotors.
Yes.
And
Even if you manually stop the motors,
Yes,
and the rope in our testing, we can find out sometimes that you're not fast enough, it will still open the parachute.
Oh, okay.
It's just inconvenient to unwind one prop, but this would, if you're manually doing that, you really need to be alert and stop the motors when you see that the parachute is being deployed.
Okay. And if you are out of the visual flight, you have to connect as well?
If you are out of visual flight, we have pretty much must rely on the automatics.
Yes.
So then we recommend to have the kill switch. But if you have some way to tell that something is wrong, we can also have a LoRa remote, which is the latest technology for long range.
Okay. And the long range is about
Radio. It's up to 10 kilometers.
10 kilometers.
Yes.
Okay.
And
So if something is wrong and you find out in the way you are over a field or something, not so you make a pressure.
yes. Now the thing is, what we show here, which is unique, we have patent pending technology. This is by far the lightest parachute launch tube in the world. This is 38 grams.
38 grams.
Yes, and with the 20-gram cloth, we can provide a launch system or parachute rescue system even for the small drone like this,
Yes, okay.
up to 1.5 kilos for this tube,
Okay, and the bigger one is for?
for up to 6 kilos. But these are now we're talking about single parachute systems,
Okay.
which is the ones that deploy quickly.
Okay, and if you put two of them, is it possible?
No, yeah, of course.
Okay.
There's no problem. Two of them is absolutely okay.
And what about the ignition? How did it start?
We have a spring, but we have a patented system, which actually is in the bottom of the box. We are just, you see, this is very thin.
Yes.
Hardly, there's no servo or nothing. So we use a special linear motor that weighs 0.2 grams
Oh,
to generate a 4 kilo force
unbelievable.
to release the spring. So
You release the spring?
Yes.
And then it's jumping out?
yes,
Okay.
I have my colleague has a demo system.
Oh,
Do you have a demo here? We can maybe you'd make a clips and we can show it separately. I first need to connect the power.
Yes.
When we are arming the parachute, this will detect where the gravity is.
yes, okay.
So I want to arm it upside down, so that I'm hoping. I'm now arming it on a manual mode. It's blinking, and if the drone now flips upside down, we will see something coming out.
Okay.
And that's our dummy.
Yes, your dummy drone.
But
yes.
he's now safe. This is a small.
This is Antti.
Oh, it's me. Okay, yeah. Because first I told it's him. It's Jarne, but of course all this backfires to me.
Okay.
So all of a sudden I find myself in a tube.
Oh, it was a good demonstration.
Okay.
It's enough power to come out?
Absolutely, the spring power is key for the quick deployment of the parachute. Unless if you have just a servo releasing a strap and you're relying on airspeed, slowly blowing out your parachute, okay, it's bullshit. You need to have a very, very high-tech system that actually shoots out the parachute to be safe on the low altitudes.
What about if you're flying quick
Yes,
and you get in struggle?
yeah,
You have changed it?
yeah, absolutely. If you have ever airspeed, it's even faster. It's a blink of an eye.
Okay, and you didn't stop and
Yeah.
the motor is killed?
Yeah, normally how I set my system when we are doing testing, I have a condition. So normal throttle, I fly.
Yes.
When we do testing, I can deploy the parachute on this switch, but only when the throttle is down.
Okay.
So that's the way I do it
By
in
yourself,
the field testing in a manual launch. Yeah. But, or I just if I don't use the manual, this is the fastest. Then I need to be flying a little bit higher up if I want to use the autonomous triggering. So this will save me from anywhere from 7 to 8 meter altitude. If I want to just kill the power and let it fall, I would better be at 20 meters.
Oh, okay, I understand. So, Antti,
Okay.
Taskinen.
Yes. Thanks so much.
So,
Okay.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. That's super nice. Yeah. Sure.